Just thinking about Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and the fact that it has a non-linear structure got me to think of another film with a non-linear structure that I forgot to mention in that video. 500 Days of Summer, Marc Webb's directorial debut, who would later direct The Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I didn't see that one. I saw the first one. I guess it was good. It wasn't terrible, but not a big fan of it. Hopefully the new Spider-Man will work, especially with Marvel putting him in there. Being part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That feels better. Anyways, guys, 500 Days of Summer, directed by Marc Webb, written by Scott Neustadter and Michael H. Weber, stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Zooey Deschanel, Clark Gregg, Chloe Grace Moretz. And wow, this is one of my favorite romance movies of all time. I love this movie. It's about a man named Tom, I believe. I gotta get this on my phone because I haven't seen this movie for a while, though I do love it. He meets this person, he meets this girl, like working at a job, he meets this person named Summer. Like, she's a person, she doesn't really she doesn't really believe in relationships. And she just is not a person who loves that stuff. She's just not really into that. She doesn't really believe in that stuff. She doesn't care about relationship. Yeah. He works at a greeting card company. He's a writer there. Zooey Deschanel is, like, Summer is an assistant to, like, Tom's boss at the stock, who I think Clark Gregg plays. I believe so. And there's some... They kind of start a relationship together, and it kind of and how this works in a non-linear structure, which I really love, is that, see, it goes through certain days, and usually they have some sort of correlation or some kind of connection to each other. I'm going to start explaining it more, but I want to get started with my overall thoughts on this movie. I love this. This is a great romantic comedy drama. It's something refreshing to see in such a oversaturated and such a milked genre. I hate that. All these fucking Nicholas Sparks adaptations, all these Nicholas Sparks wannabes, all these people who don't try to do something good or original or anything that feels real or romantic or anything like that. It's just sad. But Marc Webb doesn't go for that formula. He deviates from it. And so does the script. To offer up a film that's quirky, that's funny, it's honest and charming. Now, of course, what I really love about this movie is really that how it explores relationships. It explores it in this way, knowing the fact it's just not going to be perfect. There are going to be fights from time to time. You know, people are going to take a while to get used to each other. There will be this time where they kind of connect, but there are going to be times where it's going to fall apart, and there's going to be this point where the relationship is not going anywhere. It's falling apart, and they have to separate because it's better for them. This is what I love about it. The script explores it so well, and it really gives us very well realized characters. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a guy he's a person who is just trying. He's attracted to Summer, like Tom is attracted to Summer. He really loves her, and you know, he tries a relationship with her, but Summer's not making it easy for her. Summer's not a person who really believes in relationships. And that kind of makes it hard for him to really, just like for these people to have any sort of romantic relationship. Just really a friendship, and he wants more than that. And really, I like how this does it from the guy's point of view. Usually it's from the girl's point of view, and it gets ridiculous and becomes sappy. Here, it's honest, and you really get an understanding of the guy. You get an understanding of both characters, but you get a bigger understanding of the guy than what romance films usually do. Which is, thank God, it's refreshing. Anyways, it's a really funny movie. There's actually this one scene involving a dance scene, which is so unexpected, yet for some reason it didn't take me out of the movie. It just kept me watching because it's so entertaining, and I love watching it over and over again on YouTube. It's just awesome to see it. It's really funny, but it's pretty quirky. The quirkiness is also, I like the interactions between Zooey Deschanel and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. They have a lot of chemistry. They offer some kind of spark about it, but you also do feel for them whenever you feel like they're growing apart. That's one of the things I like about Marc Webb. He really gives it this honest vibe, such as, you know, giving us you know, the cute times and the bad, like good and bad times, and switching back and forth between them was fantastic. How it works is that there's actually this title card that switches to a certain day. it shows you the day number. Now this is, of course, just like the title, this is a relationship that lasts for basically around 500, somewhere around 500 days. Like his obsession, I guess, is 500 days. I think that's what it is. And it's very interesting. It actually is pretty cool to see that this guy can't stop obsessing about her for 500 days. And I like the ending because you may guess where I'm going to go with that, but I don't want to spoil it, just in case you haven't seen the movie, which I find impossible because seriously, there's some people I know who have seen the movie, and some people I know love it. Not surprised, because it's a really good movie. It's one of my favorite romance movies of all time. Favorite, maybe Casablanca. Just romance in general, no subgenre. What I also like about this movie is really just not only the non-linear structure, but I like Chloe Grace Moretz. She's really young in this movie. She's really young, but she was probably the funniest character in the movie. She brought a lot of great laughs to the table. I mean, she had that young. She's usually kid actors don't really do well. Some of them become annoying, although that could be the director's fault and the writer's fault. Here, she's subtle. She feels like a real person. She's not a kid who's just yelling all the time, always excited over something. She's sometimes obsessed for it, but she's kind of subtle towards it. She just kind of approaches it almost like a normal person. Like a person who is not taking it too seriously, but still has interest in it. Also, I thought she brought a lot of great laughs to the table. She was just the funniest character, and she made me laugh my ass off several times. This movie is really funny. I really laughed several times. But there is a serious side to this movie, and that's explored well. It's not sentimental. It feels real. You really feel for the characters whenever they're trying to be serious. They come at the right times. Marc Webb just really manages to walk this fine line between romance, comedy, and drama perfectly. He gets the understanding of it. He's able to switch between each genre perfectly. And of course, the writers really are worth giving credit too. Actually, I think this is based on 2 relationships Scott Neustadter had. And if you guys don't know who these guys are, these guys have written a few movies. They wrote Pink Panther 2, which I heard was awful. They also wrote this. But they also wrote The Spectacular Now, which is an independent film I saw on YouTube, which I thought was really good. And also, The Fault in Our Stars. These guys were writing partners. They were writing a couple scripts together. They've been writing scripts for several years. And this is probably my favorite from them. Because there is, I don't find any sort of Hollywoodized shit. No glamorized, no sappiness. I found it to be really honest in how it explores relationships. And I thought it worked well. Also, this movie kind of reminds me of other quirky romance movies. I mean, this has been compared to Annie Hall, I guess so. I mean, I love that movie as well. I think Woody Allen is pretty good at romance movies. Sure, that guy's a mess today. Of course, that stupid scandal. But that guy is a legend. He lives on today as a legend. And he still makes movies today. And he gets some... And Blue Jasmine got him respect. We'll always love him as a filmmaker. Remember that. Anyways, guys, 5 out of 5. I think I want to add some more things I want to. I did enjoy that dance scene. I thought that was pretty funny. Also, kind of like what led up to it. I mean, like looking in the mirror and seeing Han Solo. I guess maybe so. I guess he kind of got that feeling, which I thought was both cool and funny. But also, it's just an honest film. It's a really honest film. Also, there's a lot of charm to it. There's a lot of good amount of energy to it, but also there are some good directions it goes into. It doesn't go towards these Hollywood cliches. Really doesn't go towards that. It makes good statements. There are some great laughs to be had in the movie. And it's just a movie that both guys and girls can enjoy, most of the guys, because it's focused on the viewpoint of the guy. But then, of course, this could piss off girls, because it's from that viewpoint. But to be honest, guys, I'm not sure how that's going to work, how you could switch back and forth between the girl and the guy. That could work, especially with the right script, and you might make the film longer, but that just doesn't work for me. Anyways, guys, that's my review of 500 Days of Summer. Comment below. What do you think about it? Do you think it's good? Do you not like it? Do you like that it does it from the viewpoint of a guy? Comment below what you thought about it, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.